People who force others into listening to the music by driving a car with windows wide open and the volume 100% on. Why do you do that? My dad does this at 6 a.m. in residential areas with me in the car while dropping me off at my mom's house in said area. Send to help. Is this some petty divorced parent move? Because it sure seems like it. What music? I see why they're separated. While this can be annoying, I am much more annoyed by people with Bluetooth speakers on their body blasting music in the break room, on the hiking trails, etc. Edit. I would like to thank all the inconsiderate people with Bluetooth speakers who have helped me in receiving my first ever Reddit gold. Oh yes. And also the kind stranger who gave me the gold. Thank you. My old neighbor at the apartments I lived at used to just sit in his car outside the apartments and blare his music with heavy bass. My apartment windows would rattle and was hard to hear the TV. I friended him to the point when I had a girl come over, I'd text him and he'd stop for the night. He would play his music like that until 10 p.m., which is noise curfew around here. A lady across the street was a single mother studying to be a doctor and asked him multiple times to stop cause kids are trying to sleep or she was studying. He would just tell her to F off and he'd stop at 10 p.m. He's thankfully gone now. Not as extreme, but sometimes the weather is nice outside and you want to feel real wind on your face. That also means said wind is going to be very loud while driving, so your music needs to be louder. When the car stops at an intersection, it sounds like I am a douchebag, but I was really doing my own thing. Note: I always sheepishly roll up my windows if it is too loud. If it is a little loud, I don't care enough to do that. Edit. Again, slower this time. I never play my music loud enough to bother anyone anyway, and I always turn up my windows if it is. I don't drive with the windows open on the highway. They also don't have intersections. Thought that'd be obvious. I really hope some of you all get a better life hobby than us on innocuous internet comments to feel better about yourself. It's how I attract others of my kind. Like a mating call. Other men in souped-up Subarus. Is she listening to Silent Planet? 0. So is random a mumble rap the mating call of everyone riding an SUV despite being alone? I like my music loud but my AC is broken. Airflow gang. How else will people know about my mixtape? Probably because your car is on fire. Hand that S out in Times Square. Driving around. Full-blown music, and then stopping by at people's houses to sell your mixtape while the music is still blasting in the car. That would be fun to watch. For some people, that's their only opportunity to get their yah-yahs out. I'm nearly 60 and I don't have a problem with this. If I catch the eye of somebody doing this, I'll bob my head like this is my jam. People like that, and they smile. If I hate the music, so what? They'll be gone in like 10 seconds. This is the attitude this thread needed. Good for you, man. Glass half full. I feel like this comment is directed at the window rattling subwoofer people. Those people are, for me. I like the music just like enough that I can sing it and not to drown out the music with my voice. Also, wind feels good. There are so many of these people in my little rural town. In fact, just yesterday, my clock was rattling on the wall before I even registered the sound of the basin. I thought we were having another earthquake. Because everyone should hear my Norwegian death metal at 8 a.m. It gets them hype for the day. Edit. Misspelled it. Silly. Everyone knows it's Norwegian black metal and Swedish death metal for the most part. I blare metal on my way to work. Sometimes it's still playing when I pull up. At first people thought it was a power move. Then they saw me roll up on a day where my Bluetooth wasn't working and saw how tired I looked. Gotta pump myself up before dealing with people for the day. Because everyone should be listening to Dance Mix 95.2. I will never get mad at anyone for blasting rhythm as a dancer in public. Dance Mix 95. To be fair, it does contain Wigfield, Saturday Night, Bananarama, Every Shade of Blue, and Hathaway, What Is Love? So people should be listening to this anyway. 95 was a good year for Eurobeats. There's not much that beats jamming out with the wind in your hair. Honestly, it's not that I want them hearing my music, but jamming out on the highway with the windows open is just a good experience. Thank God this has net upvotes. Music sounds good loud. Riding down the highway. You're not bothering anyone. In a residential neighborhood. Yeah, keep it within reason. But this is a residential area and you're going 20 miles per hour with stop signs every other block. Why are my windows rattling? Love the music. Love the wind. My car smells weird. That's it. Right there. Except the weird smelling car. Wind. Music. And blasting down the highway. It just feels good. I do try to be more respectful on regular roads. But I don't like it. My car smells like weed. You obviously didn't check for the dead body under the seat. Unamused. Because I don't use AC in my car and I still like to jam out to my music. Whenever I have to slow down or come to a stop, I lower the volume to mitigate my obnoxiousness. It's the people going super slow I don't get. I live in a place with a bustling pedestrian-friendly downtown, and on Friday, Saturday nights you have people driving 2 miles per hour through crowded streets blasting music super loud just going in circles. I feel like I'm the only one who likes these people. Obviously, there's a time and a place for everything. And if you're one of these dudes who pulls into the parking lot at work blasting Insane Clown Posse every day, then yeah, F off. But if I hear a good song coming out of somebody's car, I'll look it up on Shazam. I've discovered a lot of good stuff that way. If my car is moving, you'll only hear it for a couple of seconds. If I'm at a stoplight, I lower it down to about 20% and raise it again when the lights go green. So sorry, I'm trying to be happy for a little bit. Yup. Music on blast. Singing along with my sunglasses on, just doing my thing. When I pull up to a red light, I'll turn it down to a reasonable level but still sing along, rap. But summer vibes can't be contained. I usually drive alone, so I turn on music on the loudest so I can feel the beat and sing. Reap scream like a cat during mating season, along without hearing myself. And fresh air feels good. Believe it or not, I always turn it off when driving into a city. I can't see when music is on. I can't see when music is on. Lol, I always turn mine down when I don't know where I am going. Sometimes I scream on the interstate because if anyone hears me, they won't see me again. I do this just because I like the music. I feel like an unaware after reading some of these comments, to be honest. Rarely is the music I play the type that would give me the cool guy persona. So that isn't it? I mean, blasting Father John Misty is more likely to signal that I'm depressed than it is to get me laid. And windows down because I've been cooped up in the office all day and it just feels great. Wait a minute. Am I under the impression no one wants to hear Cannibal Corpse blasting out of my car? Weird. Try necrophagist winking face. Rather hear that than rap. I see UUUUUUMMM blood. I like getting fresh air and hanging my hand out the window. It also helps me with road rage. Can't rage when I'm too busy vibing.